Hello and welcome aboard. We are at Fairchild Air Force Base here in Spokane, Washington, aboard our B-36 Peacemaker. I always wonder why it was a Peacemaker, because it was designed to blow stuff up, but nonetheless, she's a beaut. Now, no virtual cockpit, but we're gonna make do. It looks, I do have to say, it looks, that cockpit right there looks kind of derpy, but it's okay. I have seen one of these in person at the Strategic Air Command Museum. They are still wonderful aircraft. It's very nice looking. Okay, we're inside. We're inside. Let's see what we can do about getting a cockpit. Cockpit. There we go. Now we have a cockpit. Not the best, but we're gonna make do. All right, let's these off or on. I always hate that when they don't tell you. I'm presuming that they're. Let's see what we got. Okay, there. Yes. Okay, we have them on now. You have lights on. Lights are on. Master caution. Why do I have a master caution? I don't know. All right, let's put the flaps. How are we doing, flaps? Those flaps coming out between those 6 engines there. All right, that should be enough. All right. This is the first bomber capable of delivering nuclear weapons without modification. The B-29, which also became the B-50, required modification. Let's take the brakes off. It's the world's first manned bomber with an unrefueled intercontinental range. We're going to power up our 4 General Electric J47 turbojets in their pods out there. They produce 5,200 pounds of thrust apiece. We're also powering up 6 Pratt & Whitney R4360-53 Wasp major radials, produce 3,800 horsepower a shot. Let's run them up. All right, there we go. That's max. Slow moving. The genesis of this aircraft can be traced back to early 1941. At the time, it appeared there's a very real chance that Britain would fall to the Nazis, making strategic bombing by the United States against Germany impossible with the aircraft of the time. So the United States wanted a large, long-range aircraft capable of flying from Newfoundland to Berlin and back. Let's see, will she take to the sky? Oh, she just wants to take off. Come on, baby, you can do it. This is, by the way, the home of the 52nd Bombing Wing. I looked it up and now I've forgotten it. Ah, I hate that when I do that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't go off the runway. You're going to go off the runway because I'm trying to fly it from this position, but... Come on. There we go. Break ground. There you go. Wow. All right. We got positive rate. Let's get those gears up. The B-36 was 2/3 longer than the B-29. Wingspan and tail height exceed those of the Antonov AN-22 Entheus, which was previously the largest ever mass-produced propeller-driven aircraft. Only with the advent of the Boeing 747 and the Lockheed C-5 Galaxy did aircraft capable of lifting a heavier payload become commonplace. We're going to try to take in some flap without crashing. See what happens. Go. The wings of the B-36 were large, even compared to today's aircraft. This enabled it to carry enough fuel to fly those very long missions without refueling. This aircraft was incapable of in-flight refueling. Come on, baby. You can do this. Are we stalling or something? No, we're just on a gentle climb. And we're gonna have a speed problem if I'm not careful. Come on, baby. Don't do this to me. Throttle back a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. All right. The widest point around the chord, which is right near where the wing root is 7.5 feet thick and contained as crawl space to allow crew access to the engines during flight, though the aircraft had to be down low enough not to be in a pressurized status because the wings were not pressurized. All B-36s featured the 28-cylinder R4360 Wasp Major. Now, each engine drove a 3-bladed prop 19 feet in diameter, as you can see mounted in a pusher configuration. Now, it looks really neat, but it causes some issues. Now, this configuration prevented propeller turbulence from interfering with the airflow over the wing. That's good. But led to chronic engine overheating due to insufficient airflow around those engines, because obviously the airflow is limited to what just comes in those ramjets there, resulting in numerous in-flight fires. Oops. The B-36 was so prone to engine fires that she acquired a nickname. Now, she already had a nickname, and that was 6 turning, 4 burning. 6 props, 4 jets. Well, because she had so many engine fires and issues, that phrase became 2 turning, 2 burning, 2 smoking, 2 choking, and 2 more unaccounted for. Not the most graceful name, but you get the drift. She wasn't exactly a maintenance man's dream. She was sort of a nightmare. Additionally, those large, slow-turning propellers interact with high-pressure airflow behind the wings, and they produce an easily recognizable, very low-frequency pulsing noise at ground level that would betray the approaching aircraft. It could carry up to 86,000 pounds of bombs, more than 10 times the load carried by B-17, and substantially more than the entire B-17's gross weight. This aircraft was the only aircraft designed to carry the T-12 Cloudmaker. It was a gravity bomb weighing 43,600 pounds and designed to produce an earthquake. She was, of course, obsolete before long. Several things made her obsolete. She was replaced by the B-52, which still technically today is not considered obsolete. But why was she obsolete? Well, she couldn't do aerial refueling, so she had to have intermediate refueling bases to make her strike targets in Germany. That's a problem. B-52 doesn't need this. Slow speed made it vulnerable to Soviet jet interceptors. The airframe, especially the wings, was extremely vulnerable to metal fatigue, and in-flight wing flexing led to fuel leaks. So not only do you have engines that burn, but your wing flexing causes your fuel to leak. Yeah, that's a good combination. This aircraft took 13 men to run. Maximum speed, 418 miles per hour, and her combat range, 3,985 miles. You could ferry her for 10,000 if you had to ferry it, but once you loaded her up, you weren't going but 4,000. Restricted bomb load was 86,000. Unrestricted was 72,000. Restricted bomb load meaning that she couldn't carry a full bomb load without having a reduced weight. She has a down attitude today. Alright, so we know that Shift 1 gives me a cockpit. What's Shift 2 give me? Hey, look, GPS. I kind of need that because I want to go back to that direction. Yep. Shift 3, there's my autopilot. 4 that's the end of it. So you don't get a lot, but you get enough. Let's get ourselves lined up for some sort of attempt at a landing here. Now, if you ever see this aircraft in person, It is a very nice looking aircraft. But reading up on it, as I did for this, and the amount of trouble she was, I would not have wanted the flying one, I'll tell you that much. I need this GPS over there on the other screen. All right. Oh, don't give me sync rate. I'm trying to get low here. Now, let me go ahead and drop a gear here. Now, see those gears, those main gears back there? I got 4 tires. Originally, there's only 1 tire back there. And this caused a problem because the pressure of a single big tire actually damaged runways. There were only a few air bases in the United States that could take the original B-36 with a single gear. They went to this 4-wheel configuration because that resolved at least a large part of that problem. We're going to land at, not at Fairchild apparently. We're going to land at the standard Spokane International Airport. Nice. Originally the aircraft had 20mm cannons fore and aft. You do see them on this aircraft. Now, obviously, once missiles became commonplace, that was deemed to be useless. Oh, look at that. Is that not a pretty picture? Yeah. That was deemed to be kind of silly to have the guns when they just shoot you with missiles. So they got rid of them. Which actually turned out to be a good thing for the Convair, because it allowed her to fly higher. In fact, she could fly up to 50,000 feet in her ultra lightweight configuration. This aircraft is fighting me on this. I'm not gonna be able to make this turn very easily here. We will probably crash and destroy a Convair, but yeah. We'll see.
Don't sink.
Don't sink. Yeah, I know. I've got the thing. I've literally got it I've got it absolutely cranked right now. And she just does not want to stay in the air. Okay, we got a little bit of altitude climb. Okay, good. That's what I want.
Don't sink.
Quit telling me not to sink.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right, we're gonna try to land from outside because the guy keeps talking and he annoys me now. Gonna make it over the high tension power lines from the nearest dam, probably Grand Coulee. See if we can make this landing in this big aircraft. All right. Come on, baby. Oh boy. She does not respond. The entire airframe responds like a jet, meaning you have to be flying ahead of the aircraft. If you get behind her, you're going to be in trouble. That's what I'm trying to say here. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm going to need all this runway to stop, I'm thinking, so come on, baby. Oh boy. Hold on. There. Do I have reversing? Sounds like I have reversing. Can't tell though. Wow. How fast are we going? Are we gonna live? Okay, we are gonna live. That's good. Wow. She's a big girl. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of wiggle her off the runway here. Maybe. She does not want to turn like you would you would expect. The aircraft doesn't seem to be actually turning where I would expect it to turn. It doesn't seem to respond to that nose wheel quite as I expect it to, but that's all right. Okay, stop. Brakes. Shutter down. What opens if I hit Shift E? Oh look, oh look, we have a little ladder out the back and a little bit ladder out the front. Excellent. That's very nice. All right, there's those big 3-bladed 19-foot diameter props back there. All right. Very nice. Good thing I didn't keep taxiing. I would have hit that fence there. All right, this is the Convair B-36H Peacemaker. She's a big girl. She's a handful to fly. She's important to the Strategic Air Command and the United States' early nuclear plans for nuclear war. I've been DerTebbers. The link is down below for this aircraft if you want to hang out with the B-36. Till next time, happy flying, everybody.